this did not exist in those days. Right, what are we doing now? Get the map.
Being like, oh really? Yeah. I got the titanium rope. Yeah, I know, right? In the back.
Get some supper. I guess all the road. 1786.
This one pretty good actually.
Refusal for diet.
Absolutely, yeah, exactly. So we got you. Thanks very much Anita, for your time. Thank you. Thanks.
Hello there, how you doing?
How you doing?
Enjoying your afternoon?
Yeah, it's
Great weather, isn't it?
I got 3 Americans.
3 Americans, right, well.
They can't believe this.
Where is it you from in America?
Florida.
Well, you've got a touch of the Floridian sunshine with you, so...
Yeah, a little bit.
That. Right, well this is the Campbell House. This is the biggest house in the whole of the park. So even when you get over to America, you'll not see anything the size of this. It was built in 1786 by a man named Hugh Campbell. And the Campbells had come over from Scotland sometime earlier in the 18th century, made their way west across Northern Ireland before settling just outside the village of Plumbridge, which is about 12 or 13 miles just up into the Sperrin Mountains there. Now you don't need a guide here to tell you that there must have been some money behind this operation to build a grand house like this.
Yeah.
They were fairly wealthy, not as extravagantly wealthy as you might think, but they were wealthy. They had 200 acres up there, but they weren't good acres. Up there it's mostly bog, scrub land. It's not good farming land. But they did have tenants, and they also farmed themselves, so they had these 2 streams of income. Now Hugh, he had his first wife, they had 6 children together, and she died, which must have been a devastating loss for Hugh, because he didn't remarry for another 3 weeks. With the second wife, he had a further 6 children. Now, the convention at the time, and still today in many places, was for the eldest son to inherit the house and the lands. So Andrew was the eldest son, so the 2 youngest sons, Hugh Jr. and Robert, knew that the house and the lands were going to be passed on to Andrew. So they had to think, well, how are we going to make our way in the world? So Robert, after studying medicine in Edinburgh for a short time, decides to head to America. So he sails off from Derry to Philadelphia, where he sets up business as a merchant, and he's doing very well for himself. Now his younger brother Robert, who's the youngest of the family, he really idolises his big brother, particularly in the years following Hugh's death. This is their father Hugh. After he dies, Robert really looks up to his big brother Hugh, and he sets his heart on heading out to America as well, but his mother's not too sure. Now, are you related, the 3 of you, or are you just...
No, just my nephew.
Nephew, right?
Yeah.
But did you have any brothers or sisters yourselves? And any of you the youngest in the family?
I'm the youngest.
Well, you'll know that the youngest of any family tends to get an easy ride, tends to be a wee bit spoiled. I'm myself, I'm the youngest of 3, and I certainly know that I was spoiled compared to my brother and sister. And it was no different in this household. Robert was spoiled rotten as a child, and whereas his brothers and sisters were out working and learning trades, Robert spent an awful lot of time sitting on his mammy's knee around this fireplace, breathing in the smoke, and that didn't do him any favours. He was a very sickly child, and as a young man he was very scrawny, very frail looking. So his mother worried about him, but Robert had his heart set on heading out to America, and that's what he did. On his 18th birthday, he kissed his mother goodbye, walked the distance to Derry, got on the sailing ship, went across and joined his brother in Philadelphia. He worked 2 years alongside his brother there in the merchant shop before he gets itchy feet, and he decides, I'd like to see a wee bit more of this country. So he works his way down to St. Louis, where a doctor examines him because he's having some serious bother with his health. And the doctor says to him, well, there's no medicine that I can prescribe to you that's going to make you feel better. But what I do suggest you do is you keep heading west, head up into the Rockies, where the altitude and the fresh air might alleviate these symptoms. So that's what he does. He follows that advice. In the spring of 1825, he joins up with a fur trapping company heading into the Rockies.